Speed warning.
Morning, morning, morning. What time is it? It's 7:25 Central Standard Time.
Speed warning.
I have been doing what I need to do since 3:30 this morning. Look like I never take a rest, do it? Look like I'm always out here behind the wheel. It look that way, don't it?
Speed warning.
Okay. Morning to everybody. As always, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always. Top of the morning to you too, Tone. Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the Mighty One, Angel Snubbed Up 7. I am also your soul brother, number 1. Well, how do we want to start this conversation off? Well, let's go back to the 1980s. I was an FOI, I was a fruit of Islam under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Gotta say, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I believe.
Speed warning.
Right before we was having some kind of meeting. I really don't know the details because I really don't remember that day very well. I didn't go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania that much, but I do recall this. I do recall I saw somebody
Speed warning.
dressed up in a Nation of Islam uniform. Now here I am. I could not afford a FOI uniform. I just wore the basic attire, the bow tie, the white shirt, the dark suit type of thing. But here I was in Philadelphia, and I saw somebody with the actual FOI uniform on. No big deal. There was a lot of brothers
Speed warning.
with the FOI uniform on. But this person got my attention because this person looked just like a Caucasian, looked like a pink person, looked like one of the races. I'm like, hey, what this, in my mind, I'm like, what this cracker doing wearing an FOI uniform? What's up with that? And I turned to one of the other brothers and I asked him, I said, hey, what's this white guy with an FOI uniform? Now this is the 1980s. Now I was told that this person wasn't a Caucasian.
Speed warning.
White man, cracker, peckerwood, whatever you want to say. That this person was a black man. Now, I know it's possible because some of us, they say, can pass for white. Now, I've seen a lot of these people that's supposed to be black and they pass for white. Now, to me, they don't pass for white. They look like some light-skinned Negroes to me. And clearly, Caucasian people don't know what white people look like because there's no way in the hell some of these soul brothers and sisters, just because they have light skin or whatever, there's no way they could pass for Caucasian. They just don't. They look like light-skinned Negroes. But many of them, and I've even seen old pictures with brothers and sisters who were supposed to be passing for white. They look like light-skinned Negroes to me. Now this fella, his features, everything about him, look like pure Caucasian to me.
Speed warning.
He did not look like a light-skinned black person. He looked like a pure Caucasian. I was told I did not see, there was no evidence presented to me. I was told that both of his parents was black.
In 2.5 miles.
Because of what happened to us during chattel slavery, this is possible. But this guy, this particular fella, he looked Caucasian to me. There's nothing else that I can say about it. And I did not trust him. I did not get good vibes from this person. I did not like him.
Speed warning.
I just didn't. I just did not believe that this man had two black parents. But the point I want to make here is,
speed warning,
knowing what we know now about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, it was a possibility way back then that he was letting Caucasian people come into his organization. Way back in the 1980s. We just didn't know. Now his teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, contrary to popular belief, he said that one day, according to his teacher, I could be in error, but I really doubt it.
Turn right on US 30 East.
He said in the future, because Islam has no color. This is true.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right on US 30 East.
Islam has no color. And Elijah Muhammad said, in the future, that won't matter. But right now, there's a serious problem between Caucasian people. In order for white people to be accepted by us, they need to study Islam from 20 to 25 years. If I'm incorrect, those who know the teachings, please tell me where I am in error. This is what I remember.
Continue on this road for 67 miles.
Now, it is impossible for this Caucasian guy in Philadelphia back in the 1980s. It is impossible, and I really doubt he studied Islam from 20 to 25 years. I really doubt that Father Flager in Chicago, that he studied Islam from 20 to 25 years. I really doubt it.
Speed warning.
I really doubt that anybody, any Caucasian person, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I really doubt if these Caucasian people studied Islam, was under Islam from 20 to 25 years. I want to also go back real quick to the Black Panther Party. Towards the end of the Black Panther Party, as you know, they also began to embrace Caucasian people.
Speed warning.
They had some of those members had Caucasian girlfriends and so forth and so forth. This is the question I want to raise. What is the rush? What is the rush to love white folks? And you have not loved yourself first.
Speed warning.
But there's a rush. You gotta love white. You got to have Caucasian people in the Nation of Islam. The Black Panther Party got to rush out, get them some white folks involved. What's up with this? Has nothing to do with hatred. This has a lot to do with common sense and what is logical. Going back to the Nation of Islam and the son of Elijah Muhammad,
Speed warning.
as soon as the son of Elijah Muhammad took leadership position after his father's death, he began to invite Caucasian people into the Nation of Islam. See, what is the rush? What is the rush to embrace and love Caucasian people, white folks? Now, there are Caucasian people, white people, pink people, who have been following
Speed warning.
my page since I've been on YouTube. You may not know this, or you may not have noticed, because many of them are silent. They don't really comment or nothing, but they understand exactly where I'm coming from. So,
Speed warning.
so you embracing the white folks. No, I'm not embracing the white folks like that. And they understand why I cannot do that. Number one reason.
Speed warning.
Why are you in a rush to get in bed? And this has nothing to do with personal with personal individuals. That's why those Caucasian people who listen to my words, they understand has nothing to do with them as a person. But as a people, they know they belong to a people who have done some horrific things to us and continue. It's not like it stopped. They belong to a group of people that did and continue to do horrific things to us, going on 500 years. Why do you want to jump in bed? Why? What's the rush? Elijah Muhammad says, and he did not say sleep with them. He did not say have babies with them. But you can trust them and you can view them as a brother after they study Islam for 20, 25 years. You're dealing with a people, here you are, been begging for reparations since the end of the Civil War. They don't give you nothing, but they will give you their penis, and they will give you their vagina, and they will give you everything except true freedom, justice, and equality. And you are in a rush to get in bed with them. What's up with that? Why is the Nation of Islam? Why the Black Panther Party? What's the rush that you want to be friends with somebody who still is not friendly with you? It's illogical. It's unnatural. It makes no sense.
Speed warning.
Of people who continue to deny you justice and being fair, discriminate, you still begging, you still not treated fairly in this nation. What is the rush? You can't wait 20, 25 years. You got to have you some Caucasian ding-a-ling.
Speed warning.
Some white woman, like that troll Aquan always talk about. Them Italian women. Sometimes I see these Negroes with white women, Caucasian men. I mean, love who you love. They walk around with their Caucasian girlfriend, boyfriend, wives, and husbands. And most of the time, it looked like they really came out of a cave. If I was going to get me a Caucasian woman, she is not going to look like she just came out the cave. I saw a Caucasian woman one time. If I was going to be, and if I was going to be attracted to a white woman, there was a Caucasian woman. I was a valet, and I opened the door for her. For a Caucasian woman, she looked really, really nice, and she was really, really what's the word I'm looking for? When I opened the door for her, she didn't have to say a damn thing to me. She said, "That's nice of you, sir."
Speed warning.
I told her, "That's all right, you know, it's my job." No, I want to thank you. And she had these children with her. And she was very loving toward those children. She had for a Caucasian woman, she had some kind of class. She was dressed really, really nice.
Speed warning.
Her boobs went out. If I was gonna be with a white woman, that's the kind of white woman I would be attracted to. She looked clean. But some of y'all go out here and you get these Caucasian people who look like you went straight to the garbage dump. A lot of these Caucasian people that y'all get, white folks don't even want them anyway. don't want them. And you get their leftover, their trash, and you just so happy. Because it gives, the reason why you are in a rush to be with Caucasian people, because it gives you a false sense of togetherness, like things are changing. How is things changing and they still run everything? You don't make any laws, you don't control the money, you don't make any policy, you're just a Negro slave like you've been for the last 500 years. Your condition don't change. This is not equal. They have not tried to heal the injury that they've caused us. They don't want to do nothing. Just want us to ignore.
Speed warning.
Going on 500 years of hell. Oh, just ignore that. That don't mean nothing. That was a long, long time ago. They don't think the same way. You do something to these people, and they want revenge. They're not gonna talk about, oh, that was a long, long time ago. If for some reason, Adolf Hitler, if for some reason he survived the war, and they knew Adolf Hitler was alive, do you think they're gonna talk about, oh, that was a long, long time ago, and let him slide? They're not gonna do that. They're gonna give him a quick trial, maybe, and they wanna send him to the gas chamber. But with you, they're gonna tell us, oh, that was a long, long time ago. Exactly how long ago was it, really? The fact of the matter is, the last physical slave, and I want you to understand, slaves, ex-slaves were still alive in the 1930s, y'all. 80 years ago, real ex-slaves were still alive in the 1930s. The last child of a ex-slave died in 2002. So it's not, what's up there, Sheri? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything been going well with you. The last child of a slave, ex-slave, died in 2002. This is 2019. So it wasn't that long ago. We so in a rush. I don't hate Caucasian people. I don't hate nobody. I want freedom, justice, and equality for everybody on this planet. I want the best for animals. We should treat this planet in the best manner that we can. But see, something needs to be understood. When you hurt somebody, first of all, there needs to be an apology. There has been no apology from these damn people, okay? The second step is you must take action to try to repair the injury that you caused. Hey, what's up there, Charles? These people have done nothing to heal the injury that they caused. Nothing. They set our people loose. They did not set our people free. Our people just,
Speed warning.
through trial and error, had to try to figure things out on their own. That's some low down stuff. That's what they done. And now here you are, You can't wait to get in these people's panties. Because that's all you're going to get from them is their panties.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
That's all you're going to get from them. And they rape you, so they don't mind giving you their vagina. They don't mind giving you their penis anyway. They was giving it to you by force when our ancestors was in bondage, physical bondage. Now here you are running around skinning and grinning. You in a rush to mess with people who don't have a good character. Reparations is something you should not have to beg for.
Speed warning.
The reason why you have to beg for reparations, the reason why you have to beg and fight for everything you get, because these people do not love you. They will sleep with you, they will marry you. You're nothing but a token Negro. You just like a dog and a cat, something to play with. Oh, I'm married to a black woman. I'm married to a black man. You're just some kind of token. You're some type of sick prize to them. They don't love you because if your white wife and your Caucasian husband really love you, they would be helping your people get power. They would be helping your people get true freedom, justice, and equality, and be willing to pick up a gun and blow a cracker head off. That's not the case. That's not the case. Now, in the past, you do have Caucasian people willing to do that. They sure would. But we know in 2019, it's just some feel-good, delusional crap to make you feel like a citizen, to make you feel like they love you, to make you feel a certain kind of way. Live in this fake-ass world. Because the reality is, you don't control nothing, you make no policy, you make no laws, you just hear. That's the reality of it. It is my belief, the number one reason why you can't wait for these things to actually happen, so these people can truly be a brother, a sister, be a true fellow human being to you, is because you're sick in your mind.
Speed warning.
These people are your God. I'm not just talking about pink Jesus, white Jesus. These people are your God. These people are all you know. So getting close to them,
speed warning,
is like getting close to God in your mind. That's what it's all about. That's why you can't wait. You want to get to God soon as possible. That's what it's about. Look, I got God on my arms. I sleep with God. I had a baby with God. My baby's half God, like Jesus was. Half human, half God. That's the way Jesus was. This is how it is in your sick mind. That's right, Miss Fox. Miss Fox says you can't be pro-black and marry a Caucasian person. That don't even make any sense. How you gonna love other people and you have not learned how to love yourself. And this is the thing. If you love yourself, you can respect Caucasian people, and you can work with them as far as a business sense is concerned. But as far as romance is concerned, you will not be attracted with them because you love yourself. You want to be with somebody that look like you. Just like a cow want to be with a cow, a giraffe want to be with a giraffe, a roach want to be with a roach, a polar bear want to be with a polar bear. You love yourself, but you don't love yourself. And you are sick in the mind. You are sick in the mind. And you have a delusional in your subconscious. I know some of you may not believe
Speed limit reduced ahead.
directly you don't see the white man as God, but indirectly and in your subconscious clearly that's what you think. Because
Speed warning.
you need to love yourself first. Now, after we love ourselves, after we do for ourselves, we're independent, we're liberated. That's a whole different story.
Speed warning.
But like I said, when you do that, when you become to love yourself, depend on yourself, do your own thing, you're not gonna see them like that no more. But because you're still a slave, you're still a slave. It makes you feel good
Warning.
being as close as you can to your master. Also, unfortunately, some of us, we want to be loved. Oh, we want to be loved. And the black people don't love us. I know how you feel, because black folks didn't love me either. My best friends when I was growing up was Caucasian people. My best friends when I was growing up was the misfits. The fat guys, the gay guys, people, the poor white trash. That's who my friends was. And so you want to be loved. But see, I do thank the teachers of Elijah Muhammad, because if it was not for the teachers of Elijah Muhammad, I might be married to a white woman right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because that's who my friends was. Black people did not like me. Black folks don't like people who are smart. I was a nerd. And plus I had dark skin. I was a nerd and my skin was too black. So black folks did not like me. And I was poor. They make mockery of you when you're poor. So I had 3 strikes against me. I was poor, I was a nerd, and I was too damn black for black people. So my best friends was white folks. And fat people. And I didn't know what gay was. And gay brothers and sisters. But due to the fact that I was introduced to Elijah Muhammad's teachings, I learned how to love myself.
Speed warning.
So even though I had white girlfriends, and that's all they ever was friends, I never looked, I never, excuse me, I never looked at them romantically. I love myself. But you're not like me. You was raised up with pink Jesus. And see, this is another thing. We have been raised up with them all our lives. You go to work with them, you go to the gym with them, you see them on TV. And so you see them like yourself. You don't see them as an enemy. Even though you know they lynch the hell out of you, blow your brains out at traffic stops. You make excuses. Oh, it's not all of them. That was so-and-so, blah, 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 whatever. You make up excuses in your mind so that you can ignore the reality of the people that you're dealing with. Oh, Sally not like that. John not like that. Who do you think sending all these black men to prison? John and Sally. They own these juries. They are the judges. They are the police officers. They are the prosecutors. Who you think putting all these people in jail, in prison, giving them the death penalty? That's right, Miss Fox. See, in school, in society, just like Miss Fox says, they really don't teach us the real horror of what slavery was. They really, when you really look at the civil rights movement and Jim Crow and slavery, what we see on TV is watered down. It is not described as the horror it really was. That's right, Miss Fox. They downplay what slavery was. And what you must understand also is, slavery did not last 30 days. Slavery did not last 30 years. Slavery, physical slavery, lasted over 300 years. That's a long time. And then you got 100 years of Jim Crow. Are you serious? There was a lady, a white woman, Patty Hearst, and she was kidnapped. And just under the little time she was under, the people that kidnapped her, it messed up her mind. She fell in love with those who kidnapped her, that threatened to kill her. Here we are, living with a people, done this to us for hundreds of years. It messed up your mind. You are in love with your abuser. You are sick. It's just like if somebody slapped the hell out of you and you give them $10. What is your problem? That person just slapped the hell out of you. That's the mentality that you have. You actually want to sleep with and pay the people that abuse you. And you go to the army and fight for them. After all the evil these people have done to you. You don't think that there's something sick? So you have organizations like the Nation of Islam, you got the Black Panther Party and maybe others who should know better, but they cannot wait to get their hands on a white woman. They can't wait to get their hands on a white man. I have nothing against you if you have a girlfriend, Caucasian girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. But I have to let you know the reality of things. I don't view you as an enemy unless that's how you gonna come.
Speed warning.
This is not natural. Now, when a person shows forgiveness, they apologize, and they take the appropriate steps to earn your love and earn your trust, which these people have not done, that's different. We have received no apology. We have received no activity to show that they tried to heal the injury they caused. So why are you such in a rush to jump in their panties? Because you're sick. You are still that slave. Actually, you're worse. You're worse than that slave that just came out of physical slavery. Because when they came out of physical slavery, they knew what the deal was. You live in La La Land and you think something had changed because you can run around here and don't get lynched married to some Caucasian person. It's nothing but a trick to keep you a slave. That's all it is. Fake friendship. When they give you power like they have, when they obey the laws that you make, when they spend the money that you gave value to, when you are equal to them, that's a different situation. But right now, the only thing we have is the same old master-slave relationship. Serena ain't nothing but a slave, and her husband ain't nothing but the slave master. When you look at the situation, it's the same setup as it was in chattel slavery. There's no difference. Matter of fact, Serena Williams' husband, chances are, white women don't even want that dude. He's probably a nerd, some reject. Oh yeah. And you want to know something about the black men that date the Caucasian women? Yeah, they are like that. They smile in your face. They're easygoing until they get their fangs in you. Once they marry you, get in your pockets, ask about how that divorce went. Where was all this submissive attitude and all this easygoingness? Where was all this when they took your happy ass to divorce court? That's why O.J. Simpson said, let me go ahead and slice this chick up and be done with it. Hey, and you right, Miss Fox. This is another thing that never fails. As soon as these people get mad at you, your white girlfriend, Caucasian girlfriend, husband, and all that, as soon as they get mad at you, the first thing they call you is nigger. They tell you what it was all about from the very beginning. See, I don't call black women hoes and bitches. No matter how angry I get, that's just something I don't do. But see, that's the way they look at you. See, this is how most Caucasian people play it. Chances are, Miss Fox, she was O.J. Simpson's wife was killed by a drug dealer. But this is what Caucasian people do. They say all black people ain't the same. You got black people, then you got niggers. See, I'm married to a black woman. She's not a nigger. But as soon as he get mad, he call her a nigger. These people so fake. These people are so fake. And you fake too, if you really believe these people love us. There is no signs that these people love you. When you have freedom freedom, justice, and equality just like them, that's a whole different ball game. But believe me, when it gets to the point where you do have freedom, justice, and equality, you're not gonna want them like that. That black man, that soul brother, he's gonna want a soul sister, and that soul sister is gonna want her a soul brother. Cause you love yourself. You're not gonna be thinking about them like that. It will happen if we socialize. It will happen, but it will be very, very rare. That's the way it was back in the day. It was very, very rare. The reason why you see all of this now is because of slavery and colonialization. This is the reason why you see that. Prior to slavery and colonialization, the white folks, the Europeans stay with the Europeans, the Africans stay with the Africans. Those people on the islands stay on the islands, the Chinese and the Japanese stay with each other. That's how it is. It was a more beautiful world. But again, you so in a rush. What's the rush? What's the rush? To get with white folks. I don't understand. On that note, man, y'all up early in the morning. Maybe you guys are on the East Coast. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Miss Fox. Thank you, Tone. Thank you, Mr. Davis. And anybody that I missed in the chat room, thank y'all for joining me this morning. And thanks to YouTube. Hey, what's up there, Chris? Thanks to YouTube and Facebook for giving me this opportunity. We didn't have no technical difficulties. That's all gravy. And we'll catch you on the flip. As important, I always wish us love, peace, and soul.